You are the artist of your own life. Don't hand the paintbrush to anyone else. Unknown. There is a song that our church choir used to sing. It starts out with the lyrics, "Write the vision, make it plain, that they may run and not faint." We're going to talk about how to do this today and truly live life by your design. You have the power to be the boss of your own life. I'm your host, Monica Allen. I'm a wife, mom, entrepreneur, best-selling author, lifelong learner, and your biz bestie. I have a love and passion for all things small business. Growing my own company from $700 to over 7 figures annually, my goal is to bring you inspiration, business-focused topics and tips, encouragement, and a community that helps you launch, grow, and scale your business, whether you are a dreamer, a side hustler, or a seasoned entrepreneur. You are listening to the Become Your Own Boss podcast. This episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Zeus's Closet, where we're like a tattoo shop for your clothes. As we approach the gift-giving season, give your friends, family, coworkers, and team members something that they will not want to regift. Customers in the past have shipped in their loved one's favorite team's jersey to add their name, or dropped off a plush bathrobe to get mom's name added. We can also help you come up with some great swag to gift to your team. Visit Zeus'sCloset.com to learn more. My life coach told me that goals are boring. And she didn't say this to me to try to be mean. I was in the process of launching a goals workshop last year, and she was really trying to help me think outside the box. But she was talking to me and explaining to me that people don't necessarily want to think about the process of setting goals. But what about creating a vision for your life? Does that work? Let's talk about vision, intentionality, ultimately goals, because the goals you set allow you to reach the vision you see in your mind, the vision you see for your life. And I strongly believe that the universe works with us when we're able to have a clear vision. Let me start with a little background. My days of goal setting started back when I was a junior in college. I was a resident assistant, or an RA. My manager, or graduate assistant, as our bosses were called, his name was Eddie, had each staff member write down 5 to 7 goals that we wanted to get accomplished that year. I took my goals to our next staff meeting, and Eddie kept a copy, and I put one on my bulletin board in my room. And honestly, I kind of went on about my year, forgot about the piece of paper that sat on my bulletin board. But what I found absolutely was fascinating to me. Because at the end of the year, when I was cleaning up my room, getting ready to move out, and I was removing all the papers from my bulletin board, I looked at my goals and realized that I had accomplished every single goal for the year, including making the dean's list. Over the years, because of that one source of awareness, I began setting goals each year in my life. I often would set them at the same time, usually a new school term. But as I became an adult, I began to set them at the beginning of each new year. Not that I always accomplished all of them. Sometimes during the year, I may reset or reiterate, but I usually accomplished many of them. And what I've learned over the past few years is a way to really get them done. I found a quote by Catherine Pulsifer that says, "Setting goals allows you to paint a vision of what you wish your future to be." And that is what I want to do with you today. I want us to build a vision for 2023. We're near the end of the year, and this is a great time to reset and think about what we want our lives to look like at the end of next year. I am going to share with you my methodology of vision casting or goal setting, whatever you want to call it. And not only just setting the goals, but we're also going to talk about how to go about getting them done. Now, before I jump in, I want to share with you what effective goal setting has done for me and my family. It has allowed us to get out of debt, with the exception of our home. And we did buy a newer Tesla earlier this year because the old one needed so many repairs that it wasn't even worth investing in that. But paying off our home is a new goal. We also have been able to pay down business debt substantially. Goal setting has helped us grow our business to over 7 figures a year. It has helped me lose my baby weight some years ago, get a six-pack, and feel more fit than I was in college. It has helped me start this podcast, grow the podcast, and so much more. And I think for most people who listen to this podcast, you're probably already pretty ambitious. You either have a business or you've started a business, or you want to start a business. And so I really want to help, though, just you accomplish more in the year and stick to your goals. So let's jump in and talk about that. Stephen Covey told us to begin with the end in mind. So first, I want you to download this worksheet. And I know you may be listening while exercising or driving, and that's absolutely fine, of course. But when you have an opportunity, I want you to go to www.getgoalsdoneworkshop.com and download this worksheet that I've created for you. Now, if you don't want to download it, that's fine. I will tell you what to draw on the sheet of paper. It's very, very simple. You can grab an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You're going to turn it horizontally, and you're going to draw a line straight from left to right, down the middle, or right to left, to whichever way you want to go, down the middle of the paper. Then you're going to take two parallel lines and draw them from top to bottom of the paper, kind of off to the side. So you create 6 equal boxes, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. And in each one, you're going to write a word. Top left, you're going to write the word do. In the middle, top, you're going to write be, B-E. On the far right, you're going to write have. Down at the bottom row, you're going to write learn to the left, change in the middle, and give to the right. Again, if you don't want to draw this out, you can go to www.getgoalsdoneworkshop.com and download the worksheet. And I will also put that link in the show notes so you can grab it there as well. So now what I want you to do is I want you to think about how you would like things to be different when you come to the end of 2023. How would you like your life to look at the end of 2023? What does it look like? And while giving that some thought, I want you to ask yourself these questions. First, top left box, what do I want to do? At one point, I had in that box, get out of debt. I'm going to be doing this as well next week. I'm taking a week off and I'm going to really focus on this. But what do you want to do? The next box over next to do at the top, you're going to write or think about what or who do I want to be? At one point I wrote, I want to be in the best shape of my life. And you're going to do that in that box. The next one, have, you're going to think about what do I want to have? Now, this does not have to be a material thing. It could be something else. You may want to have more financial freedom. You may want to have more time with family or friends. But it could also be a material thing. And don't feel guilty about that. I think for myself, and I can only really speak for myself, is sometimes I feel guilty about writing down something material that I may want. But if you want a specific material item, write it down. Then we're going to pop down to the bottom boxes. And on the far left, you have learn. What do you want to learn? So far, for the past 3 years, Spanish has been in that box for me. It will remain in that box for me for 2023. I am still learning. My son, Legend, he got me signed up with Duolingo this year. And I am so far 58 days of a streak in, and I'm continuing to push forward on that. Have a long way to go, but it's okay. On the next box, what do you want to change? At one point, I had my energy level because I felt really tired all the time. And then lastly, what do I want to give? This could be more money to charities. This could be more time to your church. This could be whatever you want it to be, but what do you want to give? So I want you to think that through. Answer those questions for yourself. Be honest with yourself. Don't censor yourself as you do this. Take your time and just let it all flow. Most importantly, have fun with this. We started doing this worksheet with our kids a couple of years ago, And I already have the printouts done, and we will start doing this next week after the holidays. After Christmas, we're going to work on our worksheet and get that filled out. And it's really amazing because when I see what the kids write down, I can then say, okay, let's figure out how to get this goal accomplished for you. I remember one year my daughter wrote down that she wanted to be able to cook a meal on her own from start to finish. And she did that. She needed a little bit of help, kind of ramping up to it, getting the ingredients and things like that. But she actually ended up doing that for her dad's birthday that year. So having these in front of everyone, or just do it for yourself. You don't have to do it for the whole family. But if the whole family does do it, it's great because then everybody knows what other people want to get done. You can help hold each other accountable, which is so important. Now that you have this, we're going to go a step further because we have it written down. It's concrete to us. We have written the vision, sort of. But now we're going to make it plain. And you're going to do this by taking every single thing that you wrote on this paper, and you're going to think about an image that can represent what you wrote down. So if I want financial freedom, I may find someone online that says debt-free or freedom of time or whatever the case may be that you want. And you're going to Google that, look it up. If you have Canva, you can look up something on Canva. But whatever you do, you're going to take a screenshot of that and you're going to save it in your camera roll. You're going to do that for everything that is in the boxes that you want to get done. And when you're done with that, you're going to take all of those screenshots, you're going to put them in an album, and you're going to call that album 2023 Vision. And then to take it even further, if you have a smartwatch, you're going to put those images as your watch face, and they will change for you every single time you hold up your wrist. You can also drop those images on a Google document and print it out. So you can put one on your mirror in your bathroom, one in your office, one in your car, wherever you want to put it. So you are reminded each day of your goals. And seeing them makes them more concrete. It also makes you think about, okay, what can I do today to reach that goal? It could be very small, but seeing that vision of what your goals look like will help you tremendously. And lastly, if you want to make this vision even more concrete, to become your own boss planner. I created this planner a couple of years ago. I launched it last year as a product for other people to purchase. However, I have been using it for a number of years, simply going to FedEx and getting copies made so I could use it and really push forward on my goals every single day. The great thing about this planner is it truly allows you to take that vision. One, there's a section for your vision board to go into your planner so you see it every single day when you are putting information in your planner. But it also allows you to take that vision board, to take those goals and break them down on a monthly basis. Because truth be told, depending on how many goals you have, you aren't going to be able to work on all of them every single day. Some of them may be more pressing than others, and some of them may be daily goals. If you have a goal of moving your body every day, then that's something that is going to be a daily thing. But if you have a goal of managing your money better, then that may be something where you're committed to every single Monday evening or every single Sunday evening. You're looking at your budget for the week. And the planner really allows you to break down those goals by the month, by the week, and by the day. So you're truly able to get them done. You can purchase the planner at becomeyourownbossplanner.com. And the planner is $39 per quarter. It is less than $1.50 a day, but it will help keep you organized, in sync, and allow you to focus and achieve your goals and truly accomplish that vision that you've created for yourself. Also, for anyone who does get the planner in January, I will be hosting a free workshop to help you get started, to assist you in the accountability of your goals, and to really set you up for success. Again, you can purchase it at becomeyourownbossplanner.com. The planner is not needed for you to accomplish your goals and to have a vision. I really do want you to do the first steps that we talked about with the worksheet and with the vision board. But the planner is there for you should you want a more concrete, tangible way to write these things down and to see them each and every day and do it daily. The lyrics to the gospel song I mentioned at the top of this episode states, write the vision, make it plain. But then it goes on to say that they may run and not faint. And that is really where the planner comes in. The planner is there to help you accomplish your goals and reach your vision with ease and with grace. So you're not trying to cram it all in one quarter, but you're planning it weekly, monthly to reach those annual goals so that 2023 looks different, looks the way you envision, so that you are in control of your paintbrush and not someone else. But it's not a requirement. I just want to put that out there. It is something that has been of great value to me over the past few years since I have used it. I truly hope that you take some time today or next week before we head into the new year to download the worksheet. Listen to this episode again and get this done for yourself. Write the vision. Make it plain. And a quote by Joel Barker says, vision without action is merely a dream. Action without a vision just passes the time. But vision with action can change the world. I don't know about you, but I have a bit of a desire to change the part of my world that I can change. We are truly like a pebble that is thrown in a pond, creek, or river. When it hits the water, it has a ripple effect. Everything that we do impacts someone else. Everything that we teach, we learn, we pass on, we impact someone else. Be a ripple. Thanks for listening today. I am so grateful that you have chosen the Become Your Own Boss podcast as one of the podcasts you listen to. I do ask that you follow me on Instagram. I'm actually on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Become Your Own Boss Podcast. If you would like to leave a little holiday gift for the podcast, please go over to Apple Podcasts and leave a review. Also, if you happen to listen on Spotify, you can be one of the first to leave a review there. I don't think a lot of people listen to podcasts on Spotify, but I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks again for joining me today. Get your vision in place for 2023. Let me know how it goes. You can direct message me on Instagram. I would love to know what you ended up with, or if you want to share it, you can definitely do that. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. Either way, now is the time. Don't put it off. Now is the time to level up, to leave a legacy, and to become your own boss.